Hi, my name is Valerie Hogan, and I am the Assistive Technology Coordinator for Lockport Township High School. Today I'm going to provide you with a quick overview of the Read and Write for Google Chrome program. Read and Write for Google is a text-based reading and writing program designed to help students with reading and writing difficulties. This program is a Chrome extension that can be used on Chromebooks or any other computer or device that has a Chrome browser. As a Lockport Township High School staff member or student, you will have access to all the premium features available in Read and Write for Google. First, you need to make sure that you are signed into Chrome with your LTHS email address. For students and staff with Chromebooks, this will not be an issue as you will already be signed in to use the Chromebook. For teachers and students with laptops, you can make sure that you are signed in by going to the top right corner of your browser window. If your name or email address is not listed, you will need to click on Sign into Chrome and sign in using your LTHS email address and your Google Chrome password. Once you have signed in, you will have access to all of the features of Read and Write for Google. To use Read and Write for Google with the web page, you simply go to any web page using your Chrome browser and click on the Read and Write for Google icon up in the browser window. The Read and Write for Google icon looks like a small purple puzzle piece. Clicking on the icon will bring up the floating toolbar. If this is the first time you have ever used Read and Write for Google, you will be prompted to enable or allow the extension to have access to your Google account. Once you have done this, you will not be prompted again. As we move through the toolbar, the first icon you will see is the word prediction icon. This allows you to use the word prediction feature for filling out online forms or applications. The word prediction feature will be discussed more in the Google Docs section. Next is the hover speech icon. If the hover speech option is selected, you simply hover your cursor over the first word of the section you want the program to begin reading.
The Challenger astronauts deserve a memorial in space. On the 30th anniversary of the shuttle disaster, we wonder.
The text-to-speech feature will then highlight the words as they are spoken until you click the stop button. This highlighting is of particular advantage to students with difficulties in reading, decoding, fluency, and comprehension. You can opt to have the text read aloud manually by turning off the hover speech option. Then you will highlight the text you want read and press the play button.
On the 30th anniversary of the shuttle disaster, we wonder. What's the best way to remember those who gave their lives to explore space?
You may want to use this tool if you only want certain sections of a web page read aloud. Now, before we move on to the other features available through your toolbar, I would like to show you how to change the settings. When you click on this gear icon, a drop-down menu will reveal your settings. Here, you can change the voice for text-to-speech, adjust the rate of speech depending on the situation, and choose a language for translation purposes. Now, before we move on to some of the other tools, I'd like to show you the Simplified Page tool. When reading an article or web page, the extraneous pictures, ads, and other information can be distracting at times and affect your text-to-speech performance. The Simplify Page tool gets rid of all that excess stuff that you don't need. Now, as you can see, you have only the text. In addition, you are able to click on the minus button to simplify the text even more. I do recommend that you instruct your students to use this tool with caution, because if they simplify too much, they might end up missing some pertinent information. It is helpful, though, if you want to shorten a long article to expedite reading or just to get the main points. Okay, now back to our toolbar. The next icon on your toolbar is the dictionary. Looks like an open book. I love this tool, especially for students. If they are on a website and don't know the meaning of a word, they simply need to highlight the word to bring up the definition. A picture dictionary is also available. To use the picture dictionary, you will also highlight the word and click on Picture Dictionary. This feature will provide a symbolic representation or picture of a word if available. We've already discussed the play, pause, and stop buttons for the text-to-speech. The next icon on your toolbar is the Screenshot Reader. The Screenshot Reader is a new feature that has only recently been added. The Screenshot Reader tool will basically allow you to utilize the text-to-speech tool on materials that were previously inaccessible, like images or PDFs. Take a look at the image on this website. Here is an image of a plaque that has text on it. Right now, you cannot read the text with text-to-speech because it is not seen as text, it is seen as an image. To use the Screenshot Reader tool, you'll click on the Screenshot Reader and form a box around the text you want to have read. Then you can use your
1956 Grand Canyon TWA United Airlines Aviation Accident Site has BFF and ABSATFDA National Hit.
This is great if you need to convert images on the fly to be accessible so that a student can use text-to-speech. All right, I'm going to go back to our other page. All right, so here we have our article on nationalgeographic.com that we've simplified. I'm going to show you some of the other tools. The Fact Finder tool will basically pull up a Google search related to the topic or word you have chosen. So in this case, I will look up space program. And then I'm given a Google search here for space program. The next tool is the speech input. Speech input for websites is also a relatively new feature. This gives you the ability to use your voice to fill in forms online. The translator tool will translate a word depending on which language you have chosen as default. Now, the highlighting tools can be multi-purpose. For students doing research, this can be an excellent tool for gathering information. Simply highlight the information that you want to use. So the student will choose the information that they would like to use in their research and highlight it with the highlighting tools. Once I've gone through and highlighted the information that I want to save, I will click on this Collect Highlights tool. And right now, all my highlights are blue, so I'm going to collect all my highlights. Now what happens is all of that information that you've collected from that website is transferred to a Google Doc in your Google Drive. So now you're able to edit it or utilize it for whatever purpose you need. You can also use the highlighting tool to make a vocabulary list. I love this tool. So a student can go through and highlight single words that maybe they're having difficulty with or want the definitions for. So I'm going to choose a few here. Once I've chosen the vocabulary words that I want in my vocabulary list, I'll click on the vocabulary icon. What this does is it forms a vocabulary list as a Google Doc in your Google Drive with the definitions, a symbol if available, and also a section for comments or notes. Since this is a Google Doc, you can edit it however you would like to meet your needs. So you can eliminate some of the definitions or add notes. So here's a list of all the words that I took out of that article. Okay, and back to our article. So we've gone through all of the tools here that you can use on a web browser. You also have this question mark here. This will bring up a quick start page that you may want to refer to if you need some help. Also, you can click on the text help icon at any time to go straight to the website where you can find additional supports and services. Here you will find a plethora of information including short video clips on how to use each feature, so you don't have to listen to my entire video again. If you have additional questions, please feel free to email me at vhogan@lths.org or go to the LTHS staff haiku page, which can be found under the Extras tab in your haiku portal. Thank you.